Recently, I revisited one of my all-time favorite films, E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial, and yet, it still holds up. Amazingly, Steven Spielberg managed to tap into something really special with his story about a boy befriending an alien. What is especially remarkable is that the project began as a horror sci-fi film. Originally a sort of sequel to Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Spielberg was set to produce a film about a family in a farmhouse terrorized by aliens. But one subplot about the son befriending one of the more friendly aliens captured Spielberg and screenwriter Melissa Matheson's attention, and it soon became the film we know and love today. What's fascinating looking at E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial is that while it is about an alien from another planet, it's more of a family drama than outright science fiction. The film is mainly about Elliot learning to grow and becoming a protector of his family after his father just ups and leaves. The absentee father is a constant theme in Spielberg's work, mainly owing to his parents divorcing when he was young, and is especially prevalent here with the role of the single mother. While we're meant to sympathize with Elliot's mother, she's not turned into a pity figure. The chemistry between Elliot and E.T. is fantastically realized, as both are connected in how they take control of the situation and try to return him home. With the government circling around them, there are genuine stakes, but the main element that truly matters in the story is the friendship that blossoms. It's by spending time with this little alien that Elliot learns how to take responsibility and realize what he can do to help his family. Steven Spielberg made the important decision to film the movie in chronological order to help get the correct natural reaction from the child actors, so that growing love for E.T. in the film is genuine. This works not only with Henry Thomas's performance, but especially that of a very young Drew Barrymore. In the scene where Gertie first meets E.T., that really was the first time Barrymore saw the puppet. The moments when she feels frustrated, happy, and sad are real emotions, and it's a credit to not only Spielberg but Barrymore that those scenes turn out to be super effective. The film is remembered for the scenes that make us emotional, but there are a lot of moments that have subtle humor to them. The scene where E.T. starts learning to speak English is both an important scene of character development and drives the plot, but is also hilarious. Spielberg even has a bit of fun with his good friend George Lucas when they go out for Halloween with E.T. dressed as a ghost. And of course, who can forget that famous bit of profanity thrown into this PG movie? The mother's reaction to both shock and laughter is probably the best way to respond to it. John Williams' music also plays a key role in the film, enough that Spielberg actually edited a couple of sequences to match his score. The frog dissecting scene, for instance, uses not only the music and timing to get the right reaction from the audience, but Spielberg cleverly weaves in a scene from the John Ford film The Quiet Man. It's a pivotal scene that showcases the theme of growing up prevalent throughout the movie. And of course, there's the iconic bicycle flying scene. It's a perfect combination of our childhood adventures when riding our bicycles and our then limitless imagination. One can easily imagine a very young Spielberg drawing that famous image of them flying across the moon with crayons. It just hits that special sweet spot, and it's elevated by Williams' score. Certainly one of the best musical pieces is in the finale, as the government chases after Elliot and E.T. This whole sequence is brilliantly composed and works in building the excitement up, and it's no surprise to learn that Spielberg and the film's editor, Carol Littleton, constructed the scene on the strength of his music. The ending is already emotional enough as it is, and Williams just makes it that much better. Alan Davier's cinematography also strikes the right balance of placing us in a realistic world with a tinge of magic. Spielberg films are known for their incredible use of lighting, and the way it's utilized here is superb. This is especially evident in the scene where we first see Elliot's house, and there's a real lived-in quality to it, like we've just stepped into a normal family's home rather than just some set. So kudos to the production designers there too. In a lot of contemporary set films, they don't get the credit they deserve, but they too play an important role in making sure the setting is believable. Frankly, this film would not have the same feeling if it was not set in this 1980s Californian suburban neighborhood. The setting just adds so much to it. When discussing E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial, I guess we have to bring up the elephant in the room, which is the 20th anniversary special edition. On the one hand, I do understand Spielberg's discomfort back in the late 90s and early 2000s with the scenes of the police chasing the boys with guns. Why are they following unarmed children and teenagers with weapons? And I do support directors applying changes to their own films if they feel like something doesn't work to their satisfaction. With that said, it does look extremely silly to see the feds holding walkie-talkies like that, and I'm also not sure how much it added to the film and character by turning E.T. into a CG animated character. The deleted scenes reinstated in are merely curiosities. I don't think these changes affect the film too much, but it does say a lot that even Spielberg is not too wild about this edition and vastly prefers the original 1982 version. The 20th anniversary edition was not the only time Spielberg thought of revisiting E.T. Shortly after the release of the film, Spielberg and Melissa Masson wrote a sequel treatment in which Elliot and his siblings are abducted by evil aliens and tortured so they can reveal E.T.'s whereabouts. Yes, this is real, and was surprisingly dark, even by the standards set by the first film. However, this never went to the screenplay stage, as Spielberg felt that E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial would be better off as just a one-off film. And in this day and age of rebooting, sequelizing, and remaking movies that people hold in nostalgic affection awards, it is refreshing that E.T. has retained its popularity and appeal among the current generation without feeling the need for creating a new version for them. A Ghostbusters reboot? I'm excited for that. A Gremlins reboot with involvement from Spielberg and Chris Columbus? That definitely has a lot of potential. Many more Star Wars films? Absolutely. But I'm perfectly content with E.T. being left alone. It's a wonderful film that still holds up as a brilliant piece of filmmaking in its own right, one of Spielberg's very best, and one that managed to get some strong and touching themes about childhood and growing up, all from an animatronic puppet made out of chicken wire and plasticine. Thank you, Mr. Spielberg, and thank you to E.T. Whenever we feel the need to stick you into the DVD and Blu-ray player, you'll be right here to entertain us.